These beautiful cards for us today. The Nine of Swords, sorry, the Six of Swords and the Nine of Wands. They come at a really great time because on one hand, they're talking about near exhaustion and they're talking about the past ways. And this is so pertinent for now. The Six of Swords is really having had a really rocky journey, but deciding to not stay in that energy, and to follow that intuition, follow that guidance, not knowing what's at the end of it, but to move away from that. So it's like a transition, a journey. And when things are so rocky, like when the sea is so so turbulent, we can't really listen. And in this beautiful image, there's a weariness, but there's also a willingness to move away from the past, and there's help there. So the regardless of whether the person can hear it, regardless of whether we're actually tuning in, there is help there, and there are messages and guidance there, and there's magic in that taking that step. I'm going to get into that boat and I'm going to trust. So it really is positive. It's moving away from past trauma, composting experiences and learning from them, but also accepting help. So really looking for wherever that comes from people or from spirit or from learning. Really accepting help, even in the little things. So if somebody offers to give you a lift somewhere, if somebody offers to do the dishes for you, if somebody offers, I don't know, just gives you a gift, accept graciously and practice accepting help, because the Nine of Wands as well is really about getting to a point of potential exhaustion and also putting up barriers that don't need to be there, barriers protecting what you've built to the point of almost exhaustion. It takes a different way of looking at things, but that's okay. The Nine of Wands, that you've built something, you're carrying so much light, but building a kind of barricade, if you like, standing behind a wall of exhaustion, maybe a little bit of I was going to say resistance, not resistance as such. It's actually feeling people aren't there for you or they can't be trusted, but there has to be an element of trust. And this card really says now's the time to go beyond your comfort zone. I mean, it's a period of rest as well. So even making little gestures like accepting help, but going more with the flow, stepping out of a situation and just following your intuition, maybe using your guidance to make your intuition to make a decision, something small, and practicing these things, but also trusting that your light and what you've been creating is so important and is going to it has the potential to light and connect with so many others, but gently start stepping out of that kind of a place where you're holding it all in because you've been carrying too much, perhaps. The wall is of our own making. Yeah, we have to step out. We have to put ourselves forward just that little bit we have to shine that light where people can see it so it makes connections. I imagine this light in this card, her walking almost to a cliff edge, like a kind of lighthouse. But then her flame, she sees the flame on all the other cliffs like a beacon lighting. So you can spread that trust and that connection. You don't have to be with people all the time. And perhaps this is a period where you do just want a little bit of respite, but you can shed your light, and do it in your own way, not through exhaustion or because you feel you have to. Find the joy in it again, because what we really want to do is skip the Ten of Wands. We don't want to get totally burnt out. We want to kind of light the flame of the Ace of Wands again and build it up in a new project. But it's also a sign of completion and of letting go. The 9 is very important for that. The 9 and the 9 year, we're coming to the end of it. And it's a sign of, releasing all these things that we don't need anymore, all these attitudes, behaviors, habits, people, places, things. It's been a difficult year and it's okay. You've done amazingly. You've done amazingly. Look at this. The 2 of these, even though there's a sense of exhaustion, that's understandable. So taking your time, but not allowing yourself to wallow too much in the past or in mistakes or in how exhausted you are and why don't people help you. Accept that help wherever it comes from, in good faith, and don't use the past as a map, but don't use it as a prediction of how everything's going to go now, because this is a totally different time and you are creating magic in every word that you say and in every step that you take. Lots of love at this beautiful time of the year, and I'm thinking of you.